Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode of Life of an Architecture Student. You might be wondering, what is Life of an Architecture Student? Let me explain. Life of an Architecture Student is a series that I have now created, episode 1 right here, right now, of where I document my journey and experiences through architecture school so that you guys know what it's like inside architecture school, for those of you that aren't in it themselves, and for those of you studying architecture already, you'll be able to learn the tips and tricks that I give to you guys and that other students will be telling me, which I can put on to you as well. But really, Life of an Architecture Student is all about giving you guys an insight into the life of an architecture student, giving you an insight into what it's like in my reviews, my crits. You'll be able to watch me and my friends and my peers be able to present in front of the class and in front of our crits. You'll be able to watch all the funny and sad moments where I'm up late at night or having long days, I'm getting frustrated. You'll be able to watch all that because that's what architecture is all about. So really, Life of an Architecture Student is going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping you guys join me on this journey through architecture school, and you guys leave some comments and you leave a like and you subscribe to the channel because it's going to be one hell of a ride. I'm planning to do this probably every single week, so I'm going to be documenting every single day the work I do and the things I do every single day that are related to successful archi student, related to my university work. Maybe if I'm working my part-time job, I'll put some tips and tricks in there where I'm just thinking about architecture school. But ultimately, this is my way of giving you guys some value and an insight into architecture school. Now in episode 1, I am starting my journey through third year of architecture school. So you've missed the first 2 years, I'm sorry, but we're starting the journey now in the third year, and this episode is quite exciting. I've already finished editing it, and this is kind of an intro to it because I had no idea what to expect when documenting through the last couple of weeks. Really, I've just thrown together a bunch of videos, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Honestly, I wasn't too sure what to expect with the first couple of weeks of documenting, but the video behind me I've put together actually seems to be quite enjoyable. There's a lot of funny moments, a lot of great advice for you guys, so I think you're going to find it really, really useful. And so in this episode, you get to watch me start my third year of architecture school, my 5th semester. I'm going to be going through my what I do coming up to my semester, coming up to prepare for my classes, and I'm also going to be showing you my first couple of lessons in my architecture and technology course, in my elective course, which I will reveal later in the video, and also in my design studio construction course, where you're going to be able to see what I do in my first lesson, and you'll be able to hear from me after those lessons. And so please do, I just want to say this now, if you enjoy or if you don't enjoy this video, leave me some feedback in the comments because I will find it extremely helpful. I spent a lot of time on this video and I don't want to keep making them if no one's enjoying them, but if people are enjoying them and they find them insightful and useful, then I'm going to keep creating these for the rest of my days. So I hope to be able to do this until I get into the profession of architecture, and then once I'm doing that in the profession of architecture and I'm documenting everything I do, I can look back at these first episodes and think, wow, this guy talks too fast, or this guy sucks at architecture. But really, hopefully I can look back at this one day and think that it was a good idea to document everything I did. Now, a lot of the clips are going to be from Snapchat as well because I've been documenting on there. So it'll be from Snapchat, from some of the videos I've been recording on here, and then some of the videos I've just been recording on my phone whenever I have a thought or something like that. And so, without further ado, let's get straight into episode 1 of the architecture. Well, I don't even know what I've just called this video. What is it? Life of an Architecture Student. Life of an Architecture Student. Hey guys, so I'm technically back at uni now. I'm starting next week with all my classes. However, I just wanted to quickly show you what I'm doing to prepare myself for that. So what I'm doing is I'm going through all of the criteria, all of the rubrics and the assessment details that is on my computer that has been given to me online, and I'm writing out some notes and I'm taking into consideration everything that I need to learn. So what I wanted to do is write out everything that I need to know and everything that I need to learn for the semester in order to do, or in order to have successful projects. So I think that's really going to give me a head start over other students. This is what I do pretty well every semester, is I go through all of my criteria, all of my rubrics, and all of the assessment details that is being given to me. And then I just start to write out how I can make the best projects I can and how I can have a successful semester during this year. So I just want to say I'm going to my 5th semester, so For this semester, what I'll be doing is I've got an architecture and technology course, and then I've got my obviously my design studio course. It's Design Studio 5, which I think is based on construction, and so that's going to be a lot of fun, learning a lot of construction details and integrating construction in with design. And then I'm also doing a free elective course. So we had the opportunity to choose our own course and what we wanted to do in our final year of our bachelor degree. So for this semester, I've decided to do a real estate investing course. So it's got nothing to do with architecture, although I'm really interested in real estate and investing, so I thought that would be a good idea. And I've just gone through pretty much all of the lectures, all the introduction lectures for that course. Whoops, we've just disappeared. I've gone through all the information and course information for that introduction course, and it's starting to look really exciting, so I'm super keen for that. Hey guys, so welcome to Snapchat. This is incredibly exciting. I've just been reaching out to Anthony Laney, who is an architect in Los Angeles, and I've just heard back. I've got a definite time on the show, so I'll be interviewing him on Saturday the 21st at 4:30 a.m. in my time zone. So I'm super excited for that, and also, welcome to Snapchat. This is the first Snapchat I've ever sent, so it's good to have you here. Hey Snapchat, just found something I thought was pretty cool. Check this out. This is a post I made, not when I first started. 300 followers, we've come a long way, guys. That's all because of you, and I appreciate you guys. Hey Snapchat, just got something in the mail. Can we guess what it is? We'll soon find out. Hey guys, so over the last couple of days, over the last 3 days, I've filmed 3 podcasts, interviews with Serena, Vassal, and just today with Haim. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed every single podcast that we were in, except now it's time to edit all of them. So this is going to take me a little while, and now I've got to go to work. As you can see, I'm in my work uniform, so yeah, we're going to get to that, and then tonight I'll get home at 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. after I grocery shop, and then I'll be back to editing, and I'll probably be up till maybe 11, 12 just editing podcasts. Hey Snapchat, a lot of great content coming. I've just finished editing the interview with Serena. This is one of 3 interviews that I have to edit through, so it's going to be a little while, but I now have to go to work, unfortunately. So after that, I'll get home at 10 p.m. and I'll start working on it, hopefully be here till no later than midnight, and then I'll upload that episode tonight. So you guys who are in another country, most of you see the posts in the morning, so definitely go check out that interview. Hey Snapchat, just got home from work. It's now 10:40 p.m. so I'm pretty tired, but I said that I'd get this video out tonight, so I'm going to go work on this for a couple of hours, and I got to finish rendering it and then publish it to YouTube and on the podcast and everything like that. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't take too long and I can get to sleep by midnight. Thanks guys. Hey Snapchat, just got home from work. Hey Snapchat, try not to wake everyone up because it's now 1:30 in the morning. Didn't quite hit that midnight deadline that I made for myself. As you can tell, I'm extremely tired, but we are processing at the moment, so we are at 0% process. It's 100% uploaded, but we are not processing, so I'm just waiting for this and then I can go to bed. Tired. So you guys, as you just saw by that, it's not processing at all, which is extremely painful because I just want to post up a story to say that it's out, except I can't do that until this is fully processed. And I am freaking tired, as you can see. I've got my coffee mugs here, which I've been smashing. Not long now, though. Hey guys, it is now Saturday, so this is the 29th of February. what I'm doing today is that, I just spent the first 3 hours of the morning responding to DMs on Instagram and emails and Facebook messages and all this kind of stuff, replying to comments, as I like spending a lot of time just answering people's questions and all this kind of stuff. And right now I'm still preparing for my university courses next week, because I'm back at uni next week going into my 5th semester. So what I'm doing is just going through all my course outlines. I'm just going through what my projects are going to be involving, and I'm just getting a grasp of what to expect when I get back to uni on Tuesday. So I've got a couple of days to prepare, and later today I hope to get up another interview that I had with Vassal from Iran. So pretty exciting day. I'm going to be at work from 12 to 6 though. Oh crap, I gotta leave soon. But after that, I'll get home, not going out or anything. Being a Saturday, most people would usually be out partying or something. I'm going to be here. I'll be editing my video. Hopefully I can get through all of this stuff at the moment. And yeah, big things happening. I forgot to mention that also what I'm doing is going through when all the assessments are due for the semester, and I'm writing them into my diary, and I'm scheduling them so that I get all my work done a couple of days earlier, and I know that I know when all my due dates are, and I know when my deadlines are, so that's not going to come as a shock later in the semester. So I'm going through each and every single one. I'll turn it around here. I'm going through each and every one of my assessments. See, it says the due dates. I'm just writing them into my diary. This is from today. I use this quite a lot, as you might know. And I've written in when all my courses are. So as you can see here, I've written in Design Studio 5, 9 to 3, and I've got a lecture that I need to watch online, and that I've also got to do this weekly vlog. So yeah. So then usually how I go moving on through the week is I'll keep writing in, and then they end up becoming these full pages like this. But yeah. So I'm just going through every single week, and I'm going through all the submissions, I'm putting in the deadlines, and yeah, it's going to be really helpful, and I really suggest you guys do that as well. Hey guys, it is March 3rd. This is Tuesday, first week back at uni, so it's my first day back at uni officially. I have been doing some preparation, as you would have seen, except now I've got my first class, which is a design studio class. I've got a 1-hour lecture from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll be in the studio doing I believe some model making and some small exercises, and getting to know my teachers and stuff like that. I was told to bring a bunch of items, which I'll show you. So it's some trace paper, my fine liners, and some balsa wood, and my knife and craft glue and rulers and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I do think I'll be doing some model making, maybe some drawing as well, which I'm not too excited about. I'm not a huge fan of model making, even though I think it's really important. I'm just not that good at it, but obviously that's something I can practice this semester, and should be pretty good. I'm quite excited. Design Studio 5, so first semester back in third year. So Design Studio 5 is a construction studio for me. So we'll be trying to integrate like learning all the construction drawing and documentation, and integrating that with our concept. So by turning a concept into a final built design, that's kind of the aim of Design Studio 5. So it's super exciting. I am not that good at detailing. I'm not that good at construction drawing. So this semester should be really good for that, because it will also work in conjunction with my other subject, which is architecture and technology, which is going to be a lot of looking at building services and where the fire exits and stuff go, or the access and egress and stuff like this. So that's going to be super exciting. I think we're doing a couple of projects for that where we're just looking at all that kind of stuff, and sustainability as well, which is going to be super exciting. And my third subject is actually a free elective, which has nothing to do with architecture. I decided to choose a real estate property course kind of thing, because I'm quite interested in investing, and I really want to buy another property this year. So I think that's going to be super helpful for that as well, because it's going to be a walkthrough of analysing a deal and all this kind of stuff that isn't that relevant for architecture, but I still think it's going to be quite important because we'll be looking at locations for real estate buildings and stuff, so it's still going to sort of work in conjunction with my architecture course, which I think is going to be pretty cool, and it's going to be really looking at the financials of the building rather than the building of building, I guess. So it's going to be quite cool. Super excited about this semester, and I'll be at uni in 35 minutes. It's just around the corner, so I'll walk there. And for the next half an hour, I'm just going to be getting my bag ready, put all this stuff in the bag. And I'm also going to be reading through the course outline one more time in the project brief, so that I'm kind of refreshed for when I get into the lecture. Cool. So let's get to it. Hey Snapchat, got my first class back at uni now, so I'm going to my Design Studio 5 class. Hopefully I'm not late. I'm a couple minutes behind, but should get there on time. But yeah, exciting times, we're getting started again. Hey guys, so I just finished my first half of the studio lesson. We had the lecture in the morning at 9 to 10. That was great. I got to hear from a team called Modular, and they have these modular buildings which they manufacture in a factory, and then what I do is present that, I guess, and transport it to the site, and it saves on a bunch of stuff, like costs and time and all that. So yeah, I just had lunch and now I'm going back to uni to do some model making and stuff like that. So I just finished my first lesson back at uni in my third year. Design Studio went really well. I'm actually super excited for it. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, Modular is a startup, I guess, of a team that builds modular buildings. So they prefabricate everything, and then they bring it to site via transportation methods. And so it saves a lot on costs and time and energy and all this kind of stuff. And it's really, I guess, the future of architecture. And so we had this team come in and talk to us in our lecture, and they were sharing with us some ideas about how we can implement it into our own design studios this semester, because for this semester we'll be designing a, I guess, outdoor area, or like a canopy, and then the whole rework of this outdoor activity area. And so next week we'll be going to do a site visit to this outdoor activity area. We'll be actually going to go talk to the client, which is going to be really cool, and we're actually going to be working with Modular, and there's a scaffold, I think it was, or something like that. I have it written down, but and we're going to be designing a building, and hopefully someone's going to have their design built, because the client's going to look at it, and we're actually designing for a real life client, which I think is really, really cool. As it goes for my tutors, I've got 4 tutors and a lecturer, and all 4 of those tutors are practicing architects, so they're actually working in the field, which I think is really cool. And I'm definitely going to try and get to know a bit more about them and trying to get close with them. Super exciting. Got 2 projects over the semester. The first one, we're designing the map, and I guess a site map or site plan, and overall, I guess, macro scale of the site. I think it's like 300 meters squared, or the property goes over a couple of acres, and it's quite a large property. So it's going to be a lot of work. But yeah, for this first submission, there's going to be a big map of the site, and then we're also going to be doing a little canopy, which is about 300 meters squared, and that canopy is kind of going to be like a little shelter thing, which is yeah. So I guess the idea of this design construction course, this design studio course, which involves construction, is that we're going to be looking at the macro in the first submission, and then over the course of the semester we're going to be getting deeper and deeper into smaller scale things and be looking at individual buildings. And so pretty much the idea is that we're going to be working with the client, and we're going to be getting a brief from the client next week at the site visit. We're going to be writing down all the things that they require, which I think is also really important. This is what I've been preaching heaps about. So we're going to go visit the client, talk with him in kind of like a lecture setting, and really get to know his aspirations for the project. So over the course of the semester, we're going to be coming up with design concepts for his aspirations, and then we're going to be working out how to actually put these concepts into buildable designs, which we can then send off to the client and work with Modular to have it realized, I guess. And yeah, it's going to be really good for my construction skills and my knowledge of construction, because it's not great at the moment, and so I think it's going to be really helpful. And so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be turning around, getting on the computer, and I'm going to be watching a lecture for my my elective, which is the real estate course. Nothing to do with architecture, but that lecture is actually during my design studio class, so I have to watch it online. And so I'm going to schedule it each week to actually watch it straight after studio. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next hour, and then after that I might be editing one of the podcasts and not doing anything uni related. But yeah, I guess tomorrow I've got the day off as well. I'll be at work, but then before that I only start at 4:30 in the afternoon, so before that I'll probably be doing some editing, and might be reading Sarah Lebanon's book, which I'm super keen just to get through. I've started it, but I'm only a couple pages in. And I also want to do a bit more preparation for my architecture and technology course, as I've read through the brief and everything and the course outline, but I've got a couple of little more things that I want to look at. And so I was actually looking at the course outline, and it tells you how many hours you should be doing on each course. For my design studio course, it's saying that you should do up to 15 hours a week, I believe it was. That's outside of the hours you're spending at uni, so it's actually meant to be probably 2 full days of work, and then for my other courses being half the amount of this studio course. All up, I'm supposed to be spending about 4 days doing full-time work, I guess, on my uni courses, which is actually quite a lot, except the fact that we're only at uni for less than 10 hours a week, it doesn't seem like that, but it really is a lot of work. And so I'm going to try to stay on top of that each week by scheduling it in that Monday, Tuesday I'm going to be working on my studio, and then I think it's like Wednesday I'm working on my architecture and technology, and then all Thursday I'll be working on my elective, my real estate course. So that then leaves me, I guess, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to be working, or to be also doing some studio or something like that, where I might have submissions or something, so that just gives me a bit of leeway, and I can also work on some things that I want to work on, not just uni stuff all the time. That right there is 500 model making knives. As you can see, they come with replacement blades. These things are amazing. If you guys want to pick up one of these, they're $6 off the website. No, $5. They're $5 off the website. Free shipping anywhere in the world. I'll get it to you. So if you want one of these bad boys, that's what I'm doing for you. $5, because it's cheaper when I buy them in bulk, so then I can sell them off to you guys for cheaper than what you can buy in your local stores. So if you need a model making knife, swipe up, click the link, get one now. Hey guys, not much of an update today, but I just got home I had my first architecture and technology lesson today, and then later on I had work pretty much for the lesson. All we did was a quick introduction lecture, and then we had a meet up after that just to get into some pairs for our assignments that we're going to be doing. And architecture and technology is just really focusing on integrating building services like air conditioning and what's some other ones like hydraulics and like fire and all this kind of stuff, and integrating that with the building. And we'll also be looking at some sustainable and passive design. And I just realized I had the kettle boiling that whole time, so that probably sounds like crap, but now I'm meal prepping for the week, so I've got all my stuff ready. Snapchat, I'm so fired up right now. I just finished editing the interview with Jeannie from Sydney, Australia, and it is lit. It is so lit. So you guys have to watch it when it's finished. It's not up yet. It will be soon, but you have to watch it, and see you then.
2 hours later.
So unfortunately, this is taking far too long. We're not even on the second pass of rendering the video yet, so it is 10:40. And it's what's today? Sunday? So it's Monday tomorrow. Is it? Today's Sunday, yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and upload this tomorrow. Sorry guys, you have to wait. It is now March 9th. It is a Monday morning, or it's now 12:24, so it's not morning anymore, but you might be wondering what I'm working on. I am going through, I'm actually backing up my computer and my website, and I've set a schedule so that every day it's going to be backing up, because I realized that if I lose all my data from my uni and my successful Archie student and the website and all that, then I would be shattered, so I don't want that to happen. I'm now setting up a daily backup for the website, for my computer, which I highly recommend you guys do as well. But while I'm waiting for that, as you can see, it's currently almost halfway. I'm going through the book 101 Things I Didn't Learn in Architecture School, and wish I'd known before my first job. And I'm just noting through that, and the reason why I'm doing this is, one, because it's a great book and it's really helpful for my education, but number two is because interviewing Sarah Lebner, the author of this book, for the Successful Archie Students podcast, which is something I'm super excited about. That interview will be in 2 weeks on the Sunday, the day after I interview Anthony Laney, the firm director of Laney LA in Los Angeles. So that's going to be an extremely exciting weekend. I'm super pumped for that. But yeah, I'm just noting through this book at the moment, getting all the information I can from it, and by noting through it and writing questions, hopefully I can bring Sarah onto the show and just really optimize the time I've got with her. We've got an hour interview, and so I really just want to get as much as I can out of that, for you guys, for myself, and also for Sarah. Super pumped. I don't know what else to say. This is going to be such a good interview, such a good weekend coming up. And yeah, make sure you guys back up all your data, because it would suck if you lose it. So it is now Monday afternoon, Monday night. What is the time? 6:19 p.m. I'm going to call it quits for the first video there, and we're going to make that into episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching my journey through my first week of architecture school. How it's going now is I'm getting ready for my second design studio course tomorrow, and I'm going to be taking my bike up to into the Adelaide Hills, where they've got this outdoor area for my studio course. So I'll find out a bit more about that. We'll talk with the client and talk with my teachers and my classmates, and we're going to start thinking of we're going to start putting together a brief for Design Studio 5, the construction course. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on it. Please leave a comment and let me know what you thought about this style of video, this kind of series that I've got going on here, Life of an Architecture Student. And please do subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell so that you don't miss out on any great content. And once you guys have liked the video, subscribed, and left a comment, you guys can click on one of the other videos to the side here. Whichever one, you can use the button there to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Life of an Architecture Student.